fans in the arena and viewers joining us on ProBilliardTV. It's the Kamui Slovenian Open, part of the Predators EuroTour series, and it's time for the final. Firstly, introducing from Vankval, Austria. He's a 6-time EuroTour champion looking for his 7th title. He's known as the Panda. Will you welcome Mario He? And his opponent in his first ever EuroTour final, looking to make his mark tonight from Hamburg, Germany, Marco Spitzki. Your referee in charge of tonight's action, Eva Poskosilova of Czechia. It's a race to 10. Please lag for the break.
Therme Olimia in Podcetrtek, Slovenia. The game is 8-ball. 150 players started out their quest for this Euro title on Thursday, and these two gentlemen have fought long and hard hours to be here. In the commentary booth from the Netherlands is Graham Hickman and myself, George Teachea, bringing you the live action here at Therme Olimia. Welcome, Graham.
Thanks, George. Great to be here. Yeah, looking forward to this final. We've had the privilege of both being involved in the semi-finals, one each. You had the luxury of both of those semi-finals, so you got to see both players. And yeah, Mario being as strong as ever, but it's really nice to see Marco in the final, his first EuroTour final, and it will be really interesting to see how experience goes against the first timer. Always interesting to see that dynamic, George.
Yeah, Marco's highest finish prior was a semi-final in May of 2024. He's played the Euro Tours for 6 years, since 2012, so he's not there every year, but yet he's ranked rather high on the Euro Tour overall rankings.
Yeah,
and
very solid player.
Yeah, Eva Poskosilova is your referee, and Mario He winning the lag, which is very important in this alternating break format because they alternate breaks every 2 racks, not every other. So win or lose, they will break twice in a row. These gentlemen are both 32 years of age. Mario with an 813 Fargo, Marco with a 777 Fargo.
Yeah, big break there. Hit them really, really nice. However, balls were not going towards the center of those pockets, so nothing made. Dry break, and a lovely opening table for Marco to get going here. Stripes are very well connected, and this is a lovely chance to get one on the board straight away and get comfortable in this final. I'm sure I'll be nervous, there's no doubt about it. This is a big game for him and a big moment. Mario, a multiple winner, as we all know. Still, he won't take anything for granted. I'm sure he knows Marco and his capabilities.
Well, an interesting little tidbit about Mario He is his very first European title was in 8-ball in 2010. He's an 11-time Austrian champion and of course a 6-time Euro champion. He's gone for the 7th title in the European Opens. Hit that pretty fat and it's hung up.
Yeah, that's a bit of a early nerves there, George. A bit of a mistake. He should have really made sure of that. He had plenty of room for position, and even though the solid is close to that 9, he might be able to play a 2-way shot and pot both balls. Referee was just moving behind him. as he was going to go down on the shot.
You know, Graham, you spoke of nerves, and this is the game where the nerves run the highest. The opening games, first couple games, and of course, when you really see the flags, when you really see the checkered line, that's when the nerves come into play.
Yeah, and obviously, Marco's just coming off an incredible match. I know you commentated on that one, George, against Let's Go Fortunski. Now, it went all the way hill. And for those who didn't manage to see the final rack, wow, you should definitely watch that one back when you get a moment. Semi-final was an incredible final rack, George.
They both started out perfect. Misko and Marco both started out perfect. Then they had a couple of errors. They traded a couple of errors and traded games. They came back a little strong in the middle of that, running 3 out of the 4 racks. And then they came and Marco put 2 break-and runs together. And then they fought back and forth. And in the last rack, they both made some mistakes that cost them this place in the final. Either one could have been here. What a match it was.
Yeah, exciting, full of drama. A little bit of a contrast to Mario's semi-final. He played very solid against the local Max Benko, young kid, 15, fantastic player. Mario was just a bit too strong, coming through there quite comfortably compared to Marco's match, but yeah, this will be an interesting one. See how it develops.
Yeah, he's got a tough shot here, but makeable. It's funny because the tendency on that shot is to hit it fat, and he overcut the ball. Interesting. Getting back to that Mario he match against Max Benko, to begin with, I was super impressed with the 15-year-old from Slovenia playing the way he did. He broke and ran his first rack, then he broke dry, and the next time he was up, he broke and ran again, but then Mario just overtook that, and then a couple of dry breaks from Max and a couple of scratches on the break gave Mario a comfortable lead, and he was able to close it out 10-5. And now we have this, the final for the title of the Kamui Slovenian Open. And off of Mario's break, Marco comes up with a straight-in 8-ball to the side pocket for the first game. And very important that he wins that game, because he steals one of Mario's breaks there.
Yeah, and also I think because he made a mistake early in that rack, it'll just settle him a little bit more. Of course, Mario's been here a million times. He's not stressed or worried in the slightest. Just be a little bit annoyed he didn't capitalize on the mistake. But very early days. Yeah, there you see it. Awkward bridging. Miles away from the pot, really. Giving Marco a chance to run the rack. And yeah, long day for these guys. It's 9 PM local time. So they've been playing since first thing this morning. Of course, if you want to win these tournaments, you have to play for most of the day.
And that's the part where being in good shape really helps. And Mario, as we can see him wiping his face there, this has got to be a long day for him. But the excitement and the intensity that he brings to the table, even though he doesn't show it, will keep him going. Eva Poskosilova, the referee, racking the balls. This is the semis, I guess it was, and the final, the referees will be racking the balls. All the other games, the players were racking the balls, and the balls are indented onto the cloth instead of using a template. And they've been breaking very, very well and very consistent. I'm not seeing that in the 2 breaks that I've seen. I'm not seeing them break the same. Interesting.
Yeah. The balls aren't going towards the center pocket as smooth. You can see they're coming a little bit low. but same again, dry break. Not sure if he's got a one ball down this long rail. Looks tight, but obviously must go. He's taking it. Oh, nicely done. Great shot. He's got to maneuver himself around that 3 ball, but he has a good connector with the 5. This is a nice layout, George. I'm not saying any crazy problems here. It's just about shot selection.
He'll probably save that 5 ball for the end as a key shot for the 8 ball.
Yeah, agree. Probably come up for the 4 ball here now. Yeah, it's pretty good. 4 ball. May even just play 4 ball, then solid in the side or the 2 in the corner. Depends how the angle is. Just drop this in with a little bit of left hand spin. He's played that a little bit pacey. Oh, he's just held up there just enough to play this 2 ball. Tricky little shot this, but the 6 ball does go past the 9 as well, so he can play it in the same pocket should he wish.
And he's going to get perfect here off this 6. I love the way these 2 balls lead right for a perfect shot on the 8. Stop shot here. Now in his semifinal he did miss an 8 ball when the cue ball was on the rail. So he assured himself of giving that distance off the rail to be able to address this ball, and he stole both of the games from Mario. Both of his breaks he put in his pocket, so before Mario even comes to the table he could be trailing 4-0. Let's see how the breaks go for Marco.
Yeah, there we see. Great opening shot. And solids and the stripes, to be fair, were sitting pretty wide open. It was a good break from Mario, just wasn't able to get a ball down and give it a go.
Well, one of the things about this final, Marco Spitzki from Germany lost his opening match to his fellow countryman and Hall of Famer Ralph Souquet. Then he defeated Oliver Kovacek, Justus Pafgen, Michael Hutter, Jackson Walter, and then defeated Ralph Souquet in the losers qualification to get into the stage 2. And then defeating Denis Laskowski and Jared Vitarante, Mateusz Nigoki and Miško Fortunski, 2 poles in his last 2 matches. Quite a feat. Some players. His only hill match was against Miško.
Super impressive run. And that's just the level of this EuroTour field, George. You have to beat some fantastic players along the way. You're not going to get here with an easy run, that's for sure. There's just too many good players.
Well, I believe Arya and I were talking about that in the last match, and how there's a lot of opportunity in pool and good money to be won. But one of the things about that is the money's getting better and better. The hard part is the competition is getting harder and harder, and more of them. You have a lot of players now that are way up in the elite level, where you didn't have that many, let's say 4 years ago, or as many. And now we're having these young players, Fedor Gorst, Joshua Filler, go back 5 years, and they weren't really here. But now they're here, and a few more just like them. FSR, Kachi, really coming up. Although I think Kachi 5 years ago or 6 years ago had already been ranked #1 in the world.
Yeah, and a lot of those players you've mentioned there don't always come to the EuroTour, but if you look at all the strength and depth of, you mentioned a few there, Fortunski, Snegoci, Zelinski, the Polish guys are super strong, Stefan Kaspers, there's a lot of upcoming German players, Tobias Bongas, and don't forget all the Dutch players, the Europeans, Just incredibly strong. And that's not even talking about the Austrians of Mario, Max Lechner, Albin. Crazy really how tough these EuroTour fields are. So for the likes of Spitzki and Mario to get the final, it's impressive stuff for anybody to win a EuroTour. It's a big event nowadays. Very tough.
It really is, and a testament to the federations producing talent, especially in Germany. Just look at two talents they have right now. You have the 15-year-old Max Benko, who we just saw in the semifinal against Mario, and then you also have the young German sensation Felix Vogel. I mean, what more can a country produce than two players like that?
Scary times. The young talent that's coming in. Speaking of all the
great
young players coming along, next week we will have the European Championship, so the pool doesn't stop after this. We have the women's finals going on tomorrow, and from next week we will have the Junior European Championships in full swing, all 4 disciplines, teams as well, I believe. So it'll be probably about 10 more days of pool, give or take. But back to this one, I think he's hooked himself here. Or can he play it off the rail, in off the solid, George? Is that what he's thinking? Kind of a carom shot here maybe, or a kick in?
That has to be the way he's playing it, unless he's playing it straight in, unless you can see it straight. Oh, he tried it like you mentioned, off the other ball. And now he's returned the favor and let Mario up during his break.
Yeah, it's just what Mario wanted in terms of getting back to the table. A nice wide open table, pretty much zero traffic, just to get his arm completely settled. Just pick off the balls. And this is a perfect kind of practice layout to get settled in a match, just what he needs to get one back in this early part of the match.
You know, when you look at Panda play, you sit there and you look at him and he looks so calm, cool. He looks like he's about to fall asleep. I wonder if that's his heart raging inside or if that's just how he feels too. A heart rate monitor would go big here. See just how the Panda's feeling.
I think he's just always relaxed. Always relaxed,
yeah,
I think.
He sure looks it. He sure looks it.
Pretty good. You might choose to come up for the 3-ball here, maybe use the 6 till the end. Depends on the angle he has. Yeah, makes sense. So no problems. Bridging a little bit, stretching over, sorry, leaning over that ball. It's not a big drama, but just something extra he has to overcome. He's just okay. Yeah, bit of a stretch, but it's pretty straight in. Just pull it back a little bit. It's for 2-1, but Marco does have another break. See if he can extend that lead. And he did find a ball off the break, George, so far he's the only one to, well, early in this match, but he's the only one to find the ball off the break. He'd love to continue that in his next break.
Well, at 2-1, Mario does steals one back from Marco. It's funny, Graham, here in the United States, I started calling these pro matches for Predator, the World 10 Balls, way back in I think it was 2019 or 2018. And the European names to me always fascinated me, and they're so fun to say. And the referee, Eva Poskosilova, is one of the most I've had fun with. I love that name. So when she was out here, we just jumped and talked about it. It was just a lot of fun to pronounce some of these
Easy for you
long
to say,
names.
George. Easy for
As
you
you
to say.
mentioned, you know, well, you see them all the time. I only see them when I talk about European players because we don't have those in the States.
Yeah, this is true.
Just like the title name of the city, Podcetrtek. Excuse me. That's a fun name to say, and you have to say it 4 or 5 times before you get it right. And even then, you're not sure you got it right. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Takes a bit of practice. But that was another pretty good break. I can already see there's a problem with the one ball down table. Solids would be lovely to take if he has a good connector to that one ball, which he doesn't. And then there's a stripe just blocked over there next to the 4 ball as well, so he might be forced into taking the 10 in the side, or he's going to have to figure out a plan to do something with that one ball. Does it go all the way in the top if the 2 is removed? Maybe. Might have to just work it out.
Yeah, the one he has to work out is, as you mentioned, I believe the 5 ball. We'll see how he goes about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see how we can actually get on that one. I can't really see a very straightforward path, if I'm honest. I think if he moves the 2 ball, the 1 might go into the top left corner. Maybe there he's looking. If he does come all the way down table, he's definitely going to be rather thin cutback on the 1. So it'll be interesting to see what he does.
Well, the whole thing is there, Graham, is that he's got about a 2 square inch landing area for that 1 ball to get good on it, to get halfway good on it. He can't really get a nice shot on it. He'll have to get a little, as you mentioned, back cut. But it's a very small landing area, so will he address it and move the 11 somehow, or the ball somehow, or work around it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was just going to say, if he lays the cue ball close to the rail on the same side of the 7 ball there, he can come at it. Might he move it here? Yeah, I thought he might give it a go right there. He's got himself in trouble. Now he's got the 7, and he's going to be limited to try to get position off of the 2 because he can't see the 2.
Yeah, I really felt from the start this was going to be quite a problem. There wasn't really much in the way of connecting balls to open something up. So he's trying to, well, he does want this to go in now. So he has partially covered the pocket. I think maybe that's what he tried to do. Kind of a safety shot. Potentially.
If he was playing that the way it just ended up, he had to really trust the table, and the table did roll dead straight there. So I think everything there was played, and it was quite a good shot.
Yeah, Mario's got a few problems. He does have quite a good shot on this 10 ball. He could play the 10 in the top right and kind of bring the cue ball down to kind of the middle diamond, just up on that left side rail, kind of where he's standing. He could get on 2 balls there. He could get on 1 in the side and 1 in the corner. He might go for this. Yeah, he's trying it. Oh, he's missed the pot completely.
Oh,
Absolutely butchered it. He was trying to get in that little pocket there.
well, he got position on one of the balls, the 11. He could pocket that, but it was at the cost of the shot. So he doesn't continue.
Still, Marco has the same problem. This 1 ball is an issue. Now he could try to open something, maybe. going to have to hope for a little bit of luck.
He's going to try to come back at it right now.
Yeah,
Just like that. And again, that was a very good effort with the bridge, especially.
Yeah, I think this is all a little bit self-inflicted. It was kind of forced upon him from the break, but this will be a worldy shot, big draw, trying to come down table, hope for a bit of luck. Oh, what's the bump going to be like? Well, does he have a shot? I don't know. He might have a bank. No, he doesn't. This is either some kind of creative safety or some kind of crazy pot.
I don't see the safety, but as I look at that and look at it more, I might give it a go and try to bank it to the side pocket.
He does have a thin edge on the left and try to bring it below the two stripes.
Well, the problem is he has,
doesn't really do anything.
This gives Mario a lot of room at the top of the table there to play that one ball safe.
Yeah, I don't know. That shot was more... He was kind of conceding to give control back to Mario, but he's going to be in all sorts of trouble here. You would think he can hide the cue ball in a couple of spots.
Yeah,
I'm with you, George. I would have tried something.
Yeah, he went right at the safety. Didn't even give it a second thought. I feel that was a very smart shot there. I do think I would have tried that bank to the side pocket.
Yeah, but I just think he was asking for trouble, and I think he always knew when he played that shot there he was going to come back to a kick shot.
Look at this. This ball almost goes in. What a good shot. Nice attempt. Nice attempt. That was rather Efren-esque.
Yeah, but deja vu is creeping in. He's going to be in the same spot. Mario might just play, unless he can pot this and he wants to attack, he can do that. Or he could try and play another safe, try and get ball in hand.
I think that's just what he looked at, Graham. I think he looked at the safety. Yeah, right over there. He may have given up a rail first shot. A little bit of a swerve, and he may be able to take a shot at it.
Yeah, he's definitely left a kick shot here.
Yeah.
I definitely expect Marco to hit this. How good he hits it, we'll see, but I definitely think he'll hit it. He didn't want to go all out for the pot because it's one of those funny ones. If you commit 100% to trying to pot it, you've got such a risk of missing the ball, whereas you could easily just play what he's just done there to guarantee hitting it, but you're not really going to be making the shot, so I'd have to go all in or nothing.
With a table as open as this, Graham, I agree. You have to go all in. If you miss it, oh well, but you try to make it. Making sure you get the hit. It's not rotation. He has, 6 other balls he can shoot at. So I just think he just miscalculated and went too deep.
Yeah, all comes back to that shot on the one earlier on. Yeah, like you say, he could have went for a creative bank in the side. He could have tried something, or at least if he's trying to play a safety shot, maybe try something a little bit more than just pushing the cue ball on the cushion and leaving a wide open table. I don't know. It's all ifs and buts. That's the nature of the game.
Yeah, exactly. He did force Mario to play a safety back, so that gave him a second chance of maybe something go wrong with the safety.
Very true. And he did have a kick in the end, which he didn't make, so maybe in the end it did give him a couple of sniffs to do something. Just didn't work out. It was a tough layout.
Yeah.
But Mario quite happily to be patient and wait for a chance. He hasn't played that too well, though. I don't know if he's going to draw back and go into the 8 ball, so you might have to take the other one first. Maybe come 2 rails. Hard to tell. Draw it off 2 rails, maybe.
Yeah. For a lot of you amateurs out there that are watch that shot right there, the reason he went those 2 rails to the middle of the table is because when you go straight up and down, more things can go wrong than go right. Right there, there isn't anything that can go wrong except drawing the ball to the corner pocket. It's a much higher percentage, as you called it, Graham. You said the 2 rails.
Just means he's kind of coming into the line of the shot. It's always the best way to play, because then even if you're off pace by a certain small percentage, you're still going to be on the right line, coming into the line of the shot. And you see that quite common from a lot of experienced players. It's the most logical way, and like you say, it gives you all the percentage of running out. Yeah, he tried on the 3 ball. It wasn't a bad effort. I do think he went for this one.
That was a nice shot right there.
Yeah, I think he went for it, if I'm honest. But
I think so too, because well, he would have had a shot in the 2, but there's nothing he could do there. And we are sponsored by Predator Group. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just saying, yeah, there's nothing separating them at the moment. Oh, George, they've stolen racks from each other. Pretty fair scoreline, I think, has to be said. They've both had chances. Maybe both made a few mistakes. I think it's probably a 2-2 is a fair result so far.
Well, that just makes it back to stage 1. It's a race to 8 now. But the Predator Group sponsors this tournament. Go to PredatorCues.com and take a look at that Predator arc table. It is covered with one of the sponsors, Iwan Simonis Cloth, and they are playing with Aramith Billiard Balls. And I believe Marco is sponsored by Longoni. Let's take a look at his shirt in a little bit. I seem to recall saying that before. So Mario, of course, plays with the Mez, and title sponsor is Kamui.
Thunder break. I think he makes 3 stripes there, maybe, George. 1 on the side, 1 in the corner, and another 1 in the side. So yeah, 3 stripes. The 10 ball and the 9 ball just down there at the bottom. A little bit of a complication. Yeah, he might even think about taking solids, just because of where the 6 ball can go up past the 8 ball. I like that shot better than where the stripes are.
Yeah. In the solids, he only has. Yeah, in the solids, he only has one problem, and he's going to take care of that right now when he shoots this 3 ball.
Yeah, he's got a couple of
the 6 ball out. Yep.
A few safety balls there, hasn't he? On the bottom right corner, the 4 ball, and the 7 ball, I think it is there. 6 ball, sorry. He's got that as a backup.
Mm-hmm. So you call them safety or backup shots. I call them insurance. That's just, in other words, if you don't get what you want on moving the ball, you have other shots. And now this just opened up the rack, opened it up real nice for him. He has different ways to the end result of shooting the 8 ball in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah, 6 ball was really the problem ball, but that 3 next to it was a beautiful position just to do exactly what he done. Open it up. He's going to punch this 1 ball in the top.
Yeah, this looks like a gentleman I know that is a lot in the YouTube chats, and he says, boom, he moved to 6, out city.
Yeah, he's leaving this 1 on the rail up top of the table as a connection ball to the 8 ball. Not a bad choice. These are the kind of breaks Mario would love to have for the rest of this tournament. In this final, nice wide open table. Doesn't mind a few problems so long as he can get after them. He's a very creative player as well, so as you've seen there, very comfortable taking out the balls. Just pull this back a little bit.
Oh my.
Wow,
Wheels fell off.
that's incredible.
Wow, what a miss there.
That's incredible. I think that's probably the easiest ball he's missed in some time. Just think he just took his eye off completely.
Yeah, probably since 2010 when he started playing 8-ball.
Look where he's left it though.
And
Has he actually left a shot? That's incredible.
no, he hasn't. So Mario misses, but the pool gods take care of him and leave the 8-ball right in front of the cue ball.
That is absolutely insane. I don't think he's got even an edge. So that's just... He can't really roll up to a ball because he's going to leave at least a shot on the 8. He's got to play some kind of jump. That's phenomenal.
Oh, is he gonna see? I would play the safety. I would play right underneath the 9-ball, kick it real soft. I like the kick underneath the 9. It was tough. You had to catch the 9-ball first and at the correct speed, but it was high percentage. It looked high percentage, excuse me.
Yeah, well, this 8-ball is a lot harder than the one that he's just missed. But if he punches this in the back, I would be surprised if he doesn't smile. A little shake of the head, probably.
Yeah,
a little apologise.
He was favored to make that. Yeah, he was favored to make that. You know what's funny, Graham, is I keep score on my own on a piece of paper, and I had already marked that up. I had him at 3-2 already. Ouch.
I think even Mario had him 3-2 already in his mind.
Well, the good thing is, you know, as you mentioned, we all do that and have done that at one time or another. But after doing it, you don't do it for a long time. So he got that out of his system. There's a good look at what we've seen today, what you folks at home have seen today on YouTube and on Billiard TV. Seen some great matches. The Snegoki and Spitzki and the Benko and Kasper were great matches, along with the Benko and he. Even though the score line shows 10-5, if you take away Max's errors and scratches on the break, it was closer.
Yeah, so Mario still managed to get to 3 by the fate of the pool gods. Looking for another big break, and he pounds them with another ball in the side. Nothing else down. Maybe, oh, another strike. There we go. So he pots 2 off the break. Those balls have opened fantastic. What a split. Centre of the table is quite open as well, George. So when you have a table like that, it just means you can move that cue ball a little bit more free without any major traffic. Look at the space in the middle of that table.
All of it is just probably the best break of the match. Keep in mind that Mario is fighting to win his 7th Euro Tour victory, along with the 6,000 euros that it provides, that the win provides, and the points to go from 13th. He'll probably go up more than a few ranking points. in the overall rankings for the Euro Tour. Mario is also ranked number 7 in the world by the WPA.
Yeah, €6,000. Not a bad day at the office. I think it's, I'm sure you'll correct me if I'm wrong, George. I think it might be 3,600 for the runner-up, which is also not a bad day at the office.
That was pretty close.
What was it?
As commentator, what was it? I'll have to look it up here. I'll find it.
I'm pretty sure. You're the stat man. You normally have it on the money.
You have to go to. Usually I print this out, but I didn't print it out this time around. I'll give you the money rundown. Alrighty, the prize money for the Euro Slovenian Open, the Kamui Slovenian Open, it's 550 points and 6,000 euros. It's 4,600 for second place and 480 points. It's 3,000 euros for third, fourth, 1,750 for fifth through eighth, and final 16 is 1,250, and final 32 is 725. And they're even paying the 33 through 48th 300 euros, excuse me. So there's a little bit of money. It might pay your hotel stay.
Yeah, not bad.
Probably not, because it's not bad at all. It's 3 nights hotel stay. But I mean, just look at the venue. Who doesn't want to play in a venue like that? You do what you love and you get paid for it.
Exactly. The pool world is ever growing, and with the new Predator Tour as well, there's a lot of things improving. Prize money is one of them. I think that's why we're seeing such good turnouts in all of these tournaments now. Usually between the 150-200 players mark on a very regular basis. Mostly sold out, to be perfectly honest. Sometimes you have a few conflicting events, but generally it's always maxed out. These Euro Tours, such a tough field, very well received around Europe and beyond.
You know something, Graham? Just a little story from my side of life here. I remember a time where I was looking to, when I was getting ready to retire from work, I always said I'd love to go to Europe and play in some of the Euro tours and spend a summer, you know, or 4 months in Europe, vacation, and of course, just to play the Euro tours. But they're hard to get into. I noticed I've only seen one American play them, and that was McBride, the young junior. He's been over playing a couple times, and he had some lessons lined up with, I think he's Dutch. The instructor over there used to coach the Mosconi team. I can't think of his name. He coached Europe's Mosconi team, and then he came over and coached America's Mosconi team.
Johan Rishnik?
Yes. He spent a week with Johan and played in, I believe it was the Treviso, or just recently he played in this year. Payne McBride.
Wow, Payne McBride. I don't know about Payne, but he gave that break a lot of pain. What an absolute smash that was. Multiple balls, 3 balls off the break, and another amazing break. And that 5 ball, it's just landed on the 9. Otherwise, solids would have been absolutely perfect, because those 3 stripes are all kind of locked in. A little bit of a congestion there. He does have the 2 ball now that he could go straight after that 5 and just bump into it. I like that shot a lot, because he could still get on the 3. It's definitely worth the risk. Just bump into the 5, flick it on the top side. Yeah. Still left with a tough shot. I thought he might put a little bit more pace into it, but it was a right shot, I think, from where he was. Big shot on the 4 needed now. What a great shot that was. Very well controlled. Play this 7 ball up in the top right corner. Just bring it back to the round about the similar place, will be fine. Nicely done.
Looking very good. Just has to get on this 8 ball. So he's going to have to run the cue ball around to the left of where he is and get above the 8. If he goes 1 rail, his tangent line is right at the stripe above the 8. Could have gone a little further, but he should be okay with this, especially if he played that safety shot on that 7 ball. Remember that shot he played down the rail to cover the pocket? Same shot. Let's see how he does it.
Yeah, it's thin. Very thin indeed. Got it though. Nice finish that was, George. He had to really make something happen from the start. I liked his choice to open the 5 very early and take it all in one. Good 4 ball. A nice run out there. Not so conventional, but doesn't matter. If they go down, they go down.
You know, he may not play pool full time, but he plays it awfully well.
Deep in concentration, trying to stay focused. Like we said earlier, it's long days for everybody involved, but he's the man at the table, same as Marco. They've both done the same shift today from early this morning, kicking off with the last 16 all the way through to the final. But you play all tournament for this moment, so you do need to give it one last push, and I'm sure both players will give it everything. Not much to play for, nothing in it at the moment. 4-3, second break coming for Marco. Looking for another power break. No balls this time, I think.
Little disappointed, but you know, you talk about long days. Didn't you start the 10 a.m. match this morning?
Yes, I've been here all day.
Yeah, you've been out all day too. Oh, you
It's all
guys in the
good.
chat room should give Graham Hickman a round of applause there. He's been up with you guys all day long.
It's a team effort. We wouldn't do it if we didn't enjoy it. It's great
Really.
to be involved in watching some fantastic pool, and we have the luxury of sitting comfortable, trying to talk you through the craziness. But these guys are feeling the pressure, the intensity, and also having to play all the shots. So we have the privilege of, whether they win or lose, it's all good.
And I think that right there may have gotten him to where this run out is very high percentage. Gets straight on the 2, he stops her for the 2, then the 7. Well, he didn't get straight. And that's the only problem with side pockets, is if you don't get straight on him when you have to be straight, the cue ball now has to run back and forth.
Yeah, this is a problem, because I don't see an easy positional shot here. I mean, if he can get the cue ball where the 2 ball is now, or somewhere on that line, that would be ideal to run down. But this is he has got that shot, but it's a very tricky
He's got
one.
the shot there.
He's have to play it with a little bit of right hand spin, I think. Just a little bit, just to keep it away from the black.
Yeah, exactly. And the slightest bit can put him behind that 15 ball, which is in the middle of the headline there, string.
He's trying to go all the way around. How's the bite? It's in no man's land. And he's now got a bit of an issue, because I don't think he can drop that one in the side. Does he have a crazy cut on the one somewhere? I don't know. He's in a very tricky spot to bother. Does it go in the side, George? It looks tight. Wow. Maybe he can drop it in. Very tricky.
I like playing safe off the 1 to the bottom of the table. Oh, he's played off the 8.
Just as he was queuing up, I was going to say that off the 8 as well. Just a little flick. What a shot he's played there. I mean, he's still got a very tough shot on the 1. And he's got, I don't even know if he can reach it, George. It's in a very, very long, awkward position, this. What a stretch. This could go crazy wrong. Yeah, he's miscued it.
It did.
That's probably one of the worst places to have on a pool table. Bridging over a ball at full stretch with extension. It doesn't get any more difficult than that.
Well, you know, the shot became questionable when he didn't get on the 2 ball straight in for the side. That's one of the reasons I hate the side pockets. I personally hate the side pockets. But look what Marco has done in written. He gave him the table right back, and it looks like Mario will have to go rail first for this 1 ball. Unless you can see the whole ball.
I think he can, you know. Yeah, he could. That's an absolute monster blunder. He was given a gift from Mario there. He hasn't punished him. This could be a big turning point in the match as well, George, because both of those breaks were from Marco.
And that's exactly how he was able to defeat Max Benko, stealing breaks from his break. And a couple of scratches. For a lot of you in the US that are watching these Euro tours, they start early. I believe you guys start at 10 o'clock in the morning in Europe, which is, well, for me it would be 1 o'clock, 1 a.m., which would be mountain time. So it's like, I guess, midnight or 2 a.m. Central Time. And then they go every 2 hours. So you can watch pool for a long time. Breaking for 2 of his own breaks, Mario He. And it's gonna be rain. It's gonna rain some balls here. Solids are all open, I believe, except for a tricky 1 ball. I think the 1 ball might be a little tricky.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he can get on that straight away. Maybe first shot. Could he play a stop shot on this 5? Maybe tackle the 1 right away. Maybe it goes in off the stripe into the side. Don't think so, not sure.
The stripes might be a good option too. He's taken the solids.
Yeah, looking at that angle, I think the 1 could go in off the stripe into the side if he really wanted to play that. But he does have space to also go above it and play it down the rail.
Yeah, he does. Good call on the off the ball in the side. In the background is the watchful eye of Eva Poskosilova.
Yeah, he's still got a bit of work to do here. He's going to have to try to... I think he might be playing this one in the side off the stripe, you know. The way he's left that 2 ball, he might just come to the other side of the red. I can't see how he's going to get there from the 2. Just needs to make
go
sure
straight up. Yeah, I like that call, Graham. It goes straight up, right on the inside of it, and he'll be perfect on the 1, just like that. And it ends up perfect to draw the ball into the 15 or into the 11 ball there. Draw the cue ball into it, and he's straight in on the 3. Nice call.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to play some kind of bump onto the stripes here to have a shot on the 3. I like the draw shot, just in case it doesn't work out. Try to hit the stripe just to the right of it, the 11 there, like you said. That's why he's played it with more pace. I don't mind that shot, even though he's not ideal on the 3. He played it with a higher percentage of I'll definitely be on the 3, which I like.
Well played.
Yeah, it's a thin 3.
This is touchy. It's a thin 3, but this touchy to get on the 8, to get good on the 8, because he's going across his line, positional line. Does he use a little bit of left and stay underneath it and play the 8 to the side?
Yeah,
that's
he might have to
exactly
go
what he
2
looked
reels.
at there. Yeah.
2 reels, I think, George. He's going to play it thin, come under the 8 ball off 2 rails, and play it in the right centre pocket, I think. Oh, he's going above. Needs to watch the stripe. It's not too bad. Decided to go up instead of down.
This is one of those testers.
It's not a bad outcome, really.
And now he opens up a 6-3 lead. And I believe he has one more break.
Yeah, a bit of momentum shift there. I think that miss from Mario in the rack just earlier on, where Marco came to the table and kind of made a bit of a mistake on that 9 ball up the rail and just left Mario to pick up the pieces again. And then Mario break and runs. If he can get another good break, quite a big swing in the space of a few racks, he could find himself, well, Marco could find himself 7-4 down just by playing maybe one loose shot. This is the dangerous thing with 2 racks per player on an alternate break format. It can really swing the match very quickly if a few break and runs creep in.
As you mentioned, Graham, out of the last 7 racks, Mario won 6.
Yeah, there you
Was
go.
down 2-0 and won 6 out of 7 to lead 6-3.
And Mario had been finding the break ball the last few breaks as well. He's got the stripe in the corner.
11.
He's got a lucky one. He'll take that. Oh, but there's a lot of problem over here on the left-hand side of the table. Both 2 stripes and 2 spots all locked up. Let's have a look at the table. Maybe there's some balls to open them up with.
There is. He's got a couple of balls to open it up. The 2 ball, possibly. The 5 ball can open him up. A bank on the 3 can open him up. So he may just go for, if he wants to run out, he may just go for solids. He's got a good stripe to open him up too, right by the corner pocket on the right, but he's going for solids. And he's going right at him right now. What a shot.
Wow, that's worked out absolutely incredible. Put his hand up there a little bit. I mean, you don't know where they're going to go, but I think his aggression there and his offense, he's got the rewards. What a great shot. Hit them absolutely perfect. The 1 goes in the bottom corner, and the 3 sits over the other corner, which gives him a little bit of an easy one. He might even choose to play a 5-3 combo just to move that 5 a little bit, possibly. He might not, but there is an option.
And all of a sudden this rack starts looking pretty easy because it looks like the 1 ball slides right by the, is it the 12 or 13? The 13 ball. And whoa.
He tried to kill it.
He's not happy.
No, he tried to kill it on the top of the table, but I think as soon as he hit it, he knew it was going to drift away. So he's going to have to play a bit of a shot on this one, which is not easy. All of a sudden, from having a wide open table, he's got a tester.
It's funny, from earning a wide open table, he made it happen, and then he didn't quite float the ball down right. But look at this.
It's incredible.
Let's see if we see that again. He didn't quite finish the stroke, and the ball kind of checked on him because he didn't really stay with it.
Yeah,
which is unusual. Mario has such. Oh, good. Here we go. Watch. Yes, he did. He went through it. He went through it well.
Yeah, but it was more of a stun draw as opposed to a full draw shot.
Okay.
So I think he just didn't get right on through the ball on the bottom, I think. But it all comes down to when he played that 3. That's why I like the 5-3 combo. Oh, he's missed all the balls. I think he's missed everything. Yeah, he has.
He went between the 2 and the 6, huh? Wow.
Mario will be absolutely fuming inside after such a good opening shot. I think he should have played that 5-3 combo just because trying to hold from that 3 could have been obviously a little bit more tricky. But what a relief for Marco to come back to the table. Very straightforward. Just run this forward. The other one down the rail. 9 ball, then the 8 in the side. Bit of a gift there from Mario, you know that. Done the hard work. Just a couple of careless shots. Gifted a rack back to Marco.
And this is how matches get real tight. Little errors like you just mentioned after a great shot. And that's usually when your errors come in. Some errors after a great shot.
Yeah, of course. Look, everybody's human. Don't always play perfect pool all the time. I think, yeah, here we see again. What a great shot. It couldn't have worked out any better. That's why I like the 5 combo, because the cue ball there is just harder to hold. Bit of a stun draw. Didn't get enough on it. And there you see the gap. Wow, how has he missed them completely? Ball in hand.
Exactly.
Incredible stuff.
Yeah, he was actually very close to making that 6 ball on that kick shot. Very close.
Yeah, so it looks like Marco is just taking a short time out. Both players are entitled to a 5-minute timeout if they want to use it. You don't have to go at the same time. Mario's just sitting in his chair, quite happy to wait. But maybe Marco, because he's coming back with some breaks, he might just want to compose himself, regroup after pinching that rack. Some players like to take timeouts, George, some players don't. I think it all just depends how you feel. Of course, if you need the bathroom, then you need the bathroom, but generally you do see a few players like to take them. Very rarely see Mario take one, if I'm honest.
Well, you know, some players take them selectively for a reason, to kind of maybe kill the momentum for their competitor, and some of course take them because they want to maybe try to refocus, or reset their mind. If I'm playing well, I don't like breaks, and I don't like someone to take a break, you know, to kill my momentum. And I don't even think about them unless I really need a break. But this reminds me, next time I see Mario, because I've always wondered this about him, is there something when he sits in the chair, he seems to have his mind occupied. He seems relaxed, but yet not removed. So I need to ask him if maybe he has some kind of technique, or just relaxation thoughts that he may run through his mind. Because being in your chair during a tournament like this, during a match like this, is what goes through your mind is very important. It's very mental.
Yeah, for sure. But it's not his first rodeo, so I'm sure he's just thinking about stay calm, focus on your shots. He's probably thinking about what he done in that last rack, maybe. Yeah, come on, stop playing silly shots, just get the balls down, no crazy stuff. 8-ball in some respects can be quite an easy game because there's so many balls that you can pot and choose from, unlike rotation where you have to follow the sequence. But sometimes when it's too easy in your head, you can do silly things. But Marco back with the break. Ball's nowhere near the middle pockets this time. And a dry break.
In fact, Graham, there was no balls near a pocket. Watch this. Nothing really threatened the pocket.
Crazy. Yeah, really crazy. Everything got kicked and bumped and
Sure.
interesting, but solids straight away for me at first glance look the most appealing. It's got a nice opening shot here. You can run down, maybe get rid of this 5 and 6 early on if you can, and then come down table to work for those 4 solids, depending on his angle. Yeah, he's found the gap nice.
He has a 3-ball cluster, but they all go to the left-hand side there. So he'll take care of business up on top and then work his way down.
Yeah, great shot. Excellent judgment of pace there. He's got a nice one railer to come down into that little pocket just above the 8-ball. It's quite a wide open space just below the middle pockets. He's got a choice of, well, all 3 balls go in the left hand corner and the 4-ball goes in the right, so it's almost impossible not to be on a ball. Just got to see which one looks best. He's right in prime spot now here, George. He's took away the hard parts at the top. This is just pick your poison, which way you're going to go.
If the 3 is, just stop it there and pick off the 5 and then come around for the other 2 balls. Oh, he chose the 1.
Yeah, and the 2 ball he's landed on that quite okay, because it's a bit tricky the way it is. You'd love to get rid of it now and maybe come back around above those 3 balls so you can have a choice of 3 or 4. The 4 ball does go in the bottom left as well, but he's had the angle to go around. Needs to keep going. That hasn't landed great. Might have to use the rest for this if he wants to take the 4 ball, that is.
Yeah, he'll probably play the 3 and go back and forth.
Yeah, the 4 does go in the bottom left, so he could come back to even the rail if he wants to, kind of just below his hand. No, he's going 2 rails. Needs to go though.
He needs it to go. He really does, and he'll go around this stripe on the bottom there. Try to avoid it. The ladies started today, and their finals and semifinals will be tomorrow. So there will be coverage for the women. I think there was 38 women signed up to play. This is the last match of the night here in Podcetrtek. And Mario He takes a 3-game, extends his lead to 3 games from 2.
Yeah, nice finish. If you see the replay, nice finish at the end there. Maneuvered it well. Maybe not so clean cut towards the end, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, as you were saying, George, the women's finals day will start tomorrow from 10 in the morning. We have the quarterfinals at 10, semi-final 1 at 12:30, semi-final 2 at 3, and then the final at 5:30 local time. So still some pool for tomorrow, but we're not done yet.
In fact, you and I will be doing that one at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Slovenian time, which is 6 a.m. Mountain Time here in the U.S.
I'm sure you'll have your big cup of coffee and your breakfast ready, raring to go.
Yep, at 6 a.m. I usually just have coffee and maybe a banana or something, and I'll get breakfast later.
Just the morning fuel, get you going.
It's actually worked out very well doing the commentary this time around, and for Austria, where my day usually starts about 6 a.m. and it's perfect because I get up at 5, and it's perfect for this, and I'm done by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. For instance, it's 1:13 here in Tucson, Arizona. Works out great.
Speaking of working out great, that was a pretty good break, and these solids have worked out pretty well for Marco. 3 ball on the side probably he has the preferred choice. He's got a few connecting balls to work through here, so this 2 ball is probably going to be potted after the 1, if that's the route that he's going. 1 ball next. He's a little bit short, so if he wants to take the 1, he's going to have to draw this off the side rail, George, and pull it back across. It's not ideal at all. He may even have to leave this till later.
He could leave it till the end, but he wants to leave the 2 ball till the end. I take it now and get the 3, the 7, and the 4 next, and come up for the angle on the 1 to get to the 8. I like this a lot better. That's what he's done.
Yeah, you could go both ways, depending how you could play a 2-way shot here, George. You could put the 7 and kind of just come centre table, see how he lands on the 4. Ideally, probably might want to play for the 1 ball here and land pretty straight, and then play the 4 ball and come around where he's standing now for the 8 in the bottom left. That might be his smarter option. Yeah, and he's going to be nice on this 1, so just draw this back kind of to where it is now. Would be pretty okay, I think. Around the other side of the table.
I think it's more than pretty okay, Graham. I think it's ideal. If he gets the cue ball right to where it is now.
Yeah,
and he does.
Natural angle. Could choose just to go off 1 rail or 2, but see how he feels. 1 rail or 2 is up to the player really, but 2 rails is more common. He's taking these quite nice. Just what he needed to stay in close to this match and hang on to Mario's coattails a little bit.
Well, you know, 3 games with his 2-game alternate break, 3 games is not out of the ballpark to catch up real quick. And by the way, Graham, the way you coach and the way you call these shots, I think the next time, if I'm ever in the Netherlands, I'm going to have you coach me when I play Tim de Ruyter some 8-ball.
Tim won't let me do that. Tim is a dog horse on the table. I'm sure Tim is playing somewhere. Yeah. Tim will be joining us probably at some point next week as well for some of the European Championships. We've had some great commentators with us this weekend. Our good colleague Mark White is doing some stuff in Jakarta, Indonesia. They joined us for the first part of this event, along with some of our other commentators. Arya Sarabi, Pascal de Smit, Joris van Amsmoort, Gethin Davies, and obviously Tim de Ruyter. Yourself, George, and myself. We've been a bit of a team effort this week. It's been a lot of fun.
It has. Mario breaking.
Yeah, and we're getting to the business end of this match now. This is becoming... The breaks are obviously always important, but... Oh, there you go, solid in the side. And these solids are all tracking towards pockets. Oh, what a nice bump there as well. What a break. Look at them solids, George. Absolute roadmap.
Yeah, look at his opening shot, too.
Yeah, this 7-ball. Lovely little bump. Thank you very much. Look at this. What a break that is. 7-ball. Get rid of the 3-ball as soon as you can. 6-ball over the side and then 3 balls over the corner pockets. This is incredible break. This will be a... Should time this one. I think it'll be a minute and a half at max.
Now keep in mind, Mario made a couple of mistakes earlier, so he'll keep that in the back of his head and slow things down. So it might be 2 minutes.
I think once he gets rid of this 3-ball and 6-ball, the 3 balls at the top of the table are all just happy days, as we say. He's already done the hard work to get nicely on this 3. He might even choose to just roll this 3 forward, potentially. I mean, he could screw it back, but he's got plenty of space to play with.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the reason why I was thinking about drawing it is because of that. He's still fine.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to stun it. Did it get tight on him? No, I think he's okay to go to the rail and the 2-ball.
I think
he's got the 6. He's got the 6.
Yeah, I think he can even go off this side cushion and back out to the middle of the table. There you go. So he'll probably drop this 2-ball and put the cue ball on the top rail, maybe, George, and just play the 5. Maybe, and then the 1-ball. That could be an option. There's too few different ways you could go here.
Yeah, I believe you just pointed out the best. Oh, no, he's going to go the other way. Either way was fine.
Yeah, you can just stop this dead. All over the pockets. There's so many different ways that you can go. I didn't see any real issues for Mario here. It was a phenomenal break and a nice little bump on the 7 to give him an easy starter, but he's taken the rest with absolute ease, and those are the kind of breaks that you want. Gets him within 2, George. 2 away.
The problem is that it looks like Mario breaks again. Yes, that was his first break, I believe. So this can get him within 1. And then he's guaranteed at least 2 breaks to win the match. Actually, he's guaranteed 4 breaks to win the match.
Yeah, all the pressures now after this one will be very heavily sitting on Marco's shoulders. Not to say Mario's not feeling any pressure, but he knows he must be feeling great right now, especially when you have a nice break and run like that. He's just feeling, give me the break again. Let me try and do that exactly how I did it before. Big thunder break. Try and get a couple of balls. Flies one in the side. Nice little bump again. What's the table looking like? Pretty open again. Doesn't have a stripe starter though, so he might be pushed into solids and have to figure that puzzle out. What about the 5 ball maybe? Don't know if the 5, there you see, that's a great camera angle. The 5 doesn't go in the bottom left, so that means he's going to have to figure something out with that. Oh,
well, he has options though. He has options though.
Oh wow, he could get through.
He's got the options to take the stripes, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of bent it a little bit. What a great shot. That changes everything, because the solids did have a little bit more of a trickier layout, whereas the stripes, everything kind of goes. What a great chance to get on the hill here.
Keep in mind, Mario is working hard to get his 7th Euro Tour title. He has 6, I believe.
Yeah, I think he might take his tricky ball here, George, and come around the back of the 10. Yeah, he's landed nice, so just drop this in, come around the back for the 10. Try and get that out of the way now. Needs to slow down.
Oh, too far. He's going to have to come back to it. And again, position for the side pocket. It's going to make it tricky. He's going to have to run the cue ball around.
I wonder if he can just... Do you not think he could just kill this 12 ball dead weight? Can he hold? I don't know if he can. Drop this in.
No.
Maybe not.
He might put a little bit of right... just a little bit of right draw, hit the head rail. No, I'd have to go for position on the 15 and then come down for the 10. I was thinking he could try to slide down, but he's got to slide down past the 8. So that's tricky. He's got to get on this 15 ball.
Yeah, he might even try to come for the 10 straight away. I don't know. It's hard to tell from this angle. Yeah, he could just kill it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what he's going to play here, because the 10...
He can draw the ball 2 rails to get on the 10.
Yeah, I think he's playing a cannon. I think he might try to bump into the solid or the 10, because does it go in the bottom right? He's playing it in the side, so he's going to go into one of the solids, I think. Just try to dead weight this in and full ball solid. Oh, he's going into the 10 and scratch
Oh
ball.
no!
Oof.
Well, he didn't scratch, but he doesn't have anything offensive, I don't believe, unless he jumps this and cuts it back. Yeah, I liked him to draw the ball to the long rail, then the short rail, and come up for the 10 on the right side. I like the draw shot there.
Yeah, he's going to play a... Gonna have to play maybe a jump, unless he can bend it a little bit. This will be a good shot. Oh, he's bent it and swerved it.
Look at
oh
this.
My gosh, what a shot!
Bent it. He bent it, swerved it, and kicked it.
Wow, what an absolute worldie of a shot there. And because he was playing it with so much left-hand spin, it was able to check off the cushion and kind of hold for the 8 as well. So what a shot from Mario He there. Deserved to get on the hill after that. And he, oh, I thought he was going to go towards the corner pocket there. What a fantastic shot there. Well done. Brilliant stuff.
What ball was that he made, so I can make sure I list that on your highlight report? What
yeah,
a
that
shot.
was the 10 ball. I'll make a note of that one, George. You don't worry. That was a fantastic shot.
Gotcha.
That was a very, very good one. And definitely worthy of a highlight reel.
Second look, yeah. Mario has had some success on the Pro Billiard Series tournaments, especially on the 10 ball here in the United States. He has a double win, I believe, in, I think it was Michigan or Wisconsin. In fact, I saw Mario in one of the finals, one of his finals, in one of the races to 4. I think he was over in like 4 minutes. That's back when they had the 10 ball counted on the break. And he ran through that race to 4 in pretty much under 5. But
yeah,
this is 8 ball.
Crazy.
Sure.
Seen some crazy games. Even in the EuroTour, I think was a 9 ball match. Maybe last tournament or the tournament before, and Konrad Yushushin, I think he won like 9-3 or something in 25 minutes. It was absolutely insane. Something ridiculous. Obviously he can play so fast, as we see. Oh wow, look where that's landed. How's your luck? It's not getting any better for Marco. Pretty good hit. Does make a ball, but he's having a solid and stripe sandwich up the table there. No thank you. Oh, look at that. Not even a shot. Awful. Absolutely awful.
And that's the opening shot. What do you do here? The only thing I can possibly see, and I don't think it goes because of the 11-14, is to back cut the 10 ball and call it in the side pocket where he's standing.
Yeah, if he can
That's
even
the
hit
only option he has. Yeah, if he can even hit it. Only option I see. And he can't hit it. He can't hit it.
I tell you, you don't see that every day. And you know, when you play pool, I'm sure you've played many years longer than me, George, but you always see something new for the first time, and that's just
exactly
absolutely incredible.
You know, in a position like this, you might just look up in the sky and say, "So you don't want me to win? Is that what you're saying?"
Yeah, but he just doesn't have an option. What do you do? I mean, he's just going to whack something, I don't know, flick off it, and he's got no idea. Could try to call the 2 ball and try to put it on top of the stripe. Not a bad effort, really.
Yeah.
He was always going to leave one. Well, I think in terms of breaking, George, that's as unlucky as you can really get in terms of having a lie. Incredible. Can't really be too hard on himself. What can you do?
No, really. And actually in 8 ball, that doesn't come up very often, where you don't have any kind of a shot, opening shot after a break, especially with spreads like these.
Yeah, it's a little bit outrageous. And he's left him, well, on the stripes, and I think already I was just about to say he's going to take away his problem ball, and he could have another problem ball removed here if he can push this black out. If this stripe goes in the top left corner, which I think it does, you could topspin just ever so gently into the 8 and just push the 8 open, and you'll have that insurance ball, as you say, George, into the side. Just push the 8 ball out. There you go.
That's it. You called it.
Wow. Feel for Marco a little bit there. He's left him in such a position where he can remove both problem balls within 2 shots. It's a bit hampered queuing, but just make it a little bit more missable. I mean, he could take the 10, but he's got to take the 1 on the side, really.
Yeah, that 13 ball to the side pocket, though, means he has to travel the cue ball. And there's a stripe that can be in his way. He's got to come back up. This may not be over yet. He's in a tough place here. Is he going to cut this in the side? Or to the corner, one or the other? Not the corner, because of queuing.
Yeah, he's going in the corner.
He is cutting to the corner. He is cutting to the corner. But this is what I... Oh, he got away with it. That bump didn't hurt him. It looks like the 9 goes straight to the corner.
It does as well. It's not ideal position on the 9 unless it can. He's still got that stripe on the far right hand long rail, which is something to needs to figure out. Can he punch this over? He's going to go forward for the side. How's your pace? Oh, that's perfect.
Well, you know, that shot to the side pocket there paid off. That gamble paid off. He got a shot on the 9, and now that's where he has to be for this 15 ball on the long rail to get over for the 8.
Yeah, he's all just got to focus on just potting the ball, and the natural path of the cue ball will come to the other side of the table. Just a little bit of draw, maybe, just so he can not get too close to the 8 ball. But this is the winning shot right here, George.
A little bit right of center with the cue ball. That's just how he's playing it. Nope. Did it go?
Wow. That was the danger. I was thinking about getting close to that 8 ball. He's just, yeah. He just fatted it a little bit. Thinned it, sorry. He was scared of maybe fatting it. So a lifeline for Marco here.
This is how matches go hill-hill.
Yeah, that was I think the majority of people would have thought the match was over there. Mario probably did as well in the back of his mind, and as well as Marco. Like you say, all of a sudden, Marco's thinking, well, if you don't want it, I'll try to hang around for a little bit longer. Luckily the score is 9-5, so you would think, well, Mario will definitely have breaking opportunities, but you would think Mario will have another chance at some point, but you never know. Stranger things have happened in the world of pool. Dry breaks, kicking offs, pool gods, who knows. Nevertheless, thank you very much, says Marco.
Well, the good thing for Mario is he will have second chances to win the match, because with Marco winning that one, he goes to 6, and now he'll be breaking. If he wins both his breaks, he's at 8, and Mario will have 2 breaks to win the match.
Yeah, I looked over there, to be honest. Mario will be inside thinking, yeah, I should have won this match, should be over. But I'd be still pleased to see the score is 9-6 and just regroup himself, knowing that he will definitely be coming back to the table. It's not like winner break format where you can be completely frozen out. He knows he's coming back to the table no matter what Marco does. So he's just going to have to focus on that, whilst Marco has to contend with his breaks, because Mario also knows that Marco has to win them.
He's got to be perfect from here on in.
Is there any more twists in this match? Let's see. What the pool gods want to punish Mario for that mistake. It was a good break on the cue ball.
Look at
Gets
this.
one in the side. There you go. This is what pool does. You don't get punished once, you get punished multiple times. Fantastic cue ball. Little bump. Stripes look very good in the center of the table, to be honest. Solids also fine, but stripes for sure is what I was going to take. Get rid of this 12 ball straight away, and then the rest is just dot to dot in the middle of the table. George, what a break that is.
And the 10 ball's the last one to go, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that looks quite the way to go. Just depends how we can get through these couple of shots. Yeah, does that stripe go in between the 10 and the 2? If it does, he can play that way. He might even have to play the 10 now, depending how he wants to play this, but he does have a few options.
He can probably get on the 15.
Yeah, it goes in between. Also goes in the top left corner, so he's got... Just roll this one through the gap. Play the stripe in the top right corner. And as you said, leave the 10 till the end.
You do want to be straight in on it. So he's got to get the cue ball close to where it is now.
I think he's fine. Just drop this in. Nicely done.
Just enough. Yeah, just enough oomph.
Yeah, and this is what pool does. You don't get punished once for your miss. You often get punished by a break and run. We've seen it so many times. One mistake is more than just one rack, generally.
You know, the one thing about pool, as you just mentioned, and the punishment, is you get to sit in your chair for a couple games sometimes and mull over your mistake. So either you mull it over or you just blank it out.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of the game. The mental side. Mario's thinking, this should be over. I should be back to my hotel room. Maybe taking a selfie with the trophy. But at the moment, he's got one hand on the trophy. Let's be honest, he's pretty much there with the hill. So he does have 2 breaks now. And he does need to make one of them count, otherwise it'll go back to Marco to have break for the win. So Mario, he's got his chances here. He's seen a little shake of the head there, he's still thinking about it.
Well, we saw a couple of fantastic breaks from Mario. Remember that one where it was just connect the dots?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be very nice, right about here, he says. Marco, of course, not in favor of that, but they're good. It's raining balls.
It's raining balls, but raining problems. He's got a few issues that he needs to address on both solids and stripes. Not a bad hit. Made a couple of unconventional balls in the top pockets. First glance, solids, probably the more favourable.
I like shooting that 14-6 combo to start things off.
Yeah, it could be an option.
Oh,
I think.
wait a minute, I got that wrong. If it was the other way around, I'd like it.
Yeah, does he take the 3?
'Cause I actually-
That's what I'm thinking. Try and get rid of this 3 ball. Because where the 7 ball is, he could play a 7 little bump onto that stripe to open up the 6, so he's got quite an easy opener there to fix that problem. The 4 ball is an issue, the 3 ball is an issue, so yeah, this is not straightforward by any means.
I actually like the stripes here. Can you go off that 15 and open up that 14 softly? Nope, he's going to open up with his 5 ball.
Not sure what he played there, to be honest. Maybe he tried to open the 4, I don't know. Maybe he tried to bump the 4 from behind and have a shot on the 3 in the bottom right. Maybe that's what he was thinking. But now he's chasing the rack now, George, so it's creative pool from here on out. I'm not even sure what shot he's got on. Can he play this with loads of left-hand spin? I don't know.
He's trying to go back and forth. Yeah. Try to go back and forth for the 2 ball.
I think the
He's
6
got a shot.
Sorry, I was going to say, I think the 6
goes?
from the top does go from the top rail. If he is on the top rail, so that 2 and 6 is not a bad place. I mean, he could try to just drop this 4 ball in and land on the 3. If he can do that, maybe. That's what he's tried. He's missed it though. He was there. He actually had a chance from there, you know. Wasn't a bad shot. He had a lovely angle on the 3 to go up for the 2. A bit of a half chance here.
He's got a couple of problems with the stripes here, including his opening shot.
Yeah, he's definitely got some problems. I do think that stripe up table does go in the top right if he could land on it. Don't think he's got half a pocket here. He was looking at it, but I don't think a ball will sneak past the 4. Maybe it's a bit deceiving. Maybe it does. Oh, he's going to come round the side. Fair enough. He's going to try to land on it. This would be some finish where the balls are. No. It's not going to happen. So Mario will be feeling very happy at the moment. Unless... I can't see how he can even get out of this. Unless he plays some kind of skill shot, but...
He's going to pocket the ball in the corner pocket, yeah. He's going to pocket this ball.
Oh, but he hasn't.
He's
Oh, no, he hasn't.
Attempt to pocket the ball. Ouch!
That's a big mistake. If that drops, that would have been an absolutely fantastic shot because Mario was in trouble. But now it's open. Mario has a sniff here to somehow maneuver the cue ball up table. I mean,
you know, he doesn't want to maneuver up table. He can be creative with the 14-6. But I'd much rather be able to go after this right here.
Yeah, I was just going to say
what
behind the back shot.
What can you do with the 2-6? Yeah.
Well, the 6 is potable and the 2 is potable. So I think if you can get up table, right up table. Oh, what a flick. George, what a flick that is.
Oh, no. Oh, was it a flick? Oh, I think it goes. I think he's got it.
But he's just going the wrong way. If he was straight on the 2, he could have ran through. I don't know if he can hold this. Even if he plays it with left-hand spin. Can he play... This is a call for you, George. Can he play a bank on the 2 with top spin? to try and put the cue
And
ball
play
on the
it?
top cushion.
I think I would attempt to play the 6-ball rail
Oh, he's
first
playing the
before I
bank.
tried that.
He's
He's
playing
playing
the bank.
Okay.
I'm going to get brownie points for this one, George.
Big time. He's made it.
Oh, he can't get it.
But what's he
Didn't
done
get
here?
the cue ball. Didn't get the cue ball up.
Rail first. He'll have to go rail first here. It's very tight, but I think it goes.
I might have to play another bank, like a power draw bank. Don't even know if that's on. Man, that rail first is horrible.
It
He's
is,
only
but
shot-
I think it's there. I not only think it's there, I think he would be better off shooting if the cue ball was more to the right, the way we look at it right now. This makes it a harder shot to call or to really hit well. Yeah, that was tight. Oh. Yeah, that was too flat of an angle.
Yeah. He's had two chances
I think-
really to win this match, and he's going to start feeling the pressure now. If Marco can take this wreck out, George.
Well, Mario will have one more break after this. And if he's not able to capitalize, Marco will have 2 breaks to win the match.
There we go. So Mario sitting there dwelling on another mistake to possibly win the match again. And the more those chances go begging, the more at some point you're going to have to favour Marco in somehow winning this match. But Mario does have one more break, and then yeah, we're down to one final shootout. Yeah, I think he tried to bump the 4-ball out there.
Yeah, that 2-6, you could tell was going to be a problem no matter what he did.
Well, Mario
Well,
is
it's down
praying.
to this break.
Yeah, he's praying for one of those absolute road maps. 3 or 4 balls to disappear. Absolute plop-ins, as we say. That's what he's hoping for. Let's see what the pool gods think of that last rack. Oh, wow. Gets one again in
Is
the
it
top.
dry?
Oh, look at the
did it?
balls. No, he's potted. He's potted, but the one ball down the bottom of the table is in a horrible position. Stripes are a little bit messy. Trying to see if there's any obvious balls to open things up, and nothing's jumping out. Maybe the 5-ball down
Actually-
table could be an option for the 1, or the 4 in the centre could open the 1.
Yes. Both those will do it. I think that's where he has to go. Let me see what's... Yeah.
Already.
And when you go to open the one, do you use the top side of the 4-ball or you come into it off the long rail? Is the question.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think he wanted to actually be on the 4-ball there, to be honest, George. But he did run into the 6-ball, so he's going to have to wait for another chance. He might play a combo and try to leave the 6. Is he going to power the 6?
Why wouldn't he shoot the 2-ball first and then get positioned for that opening up those balls? I guess he's not thinking about that one right now. He might go from the 5.
I
Open
think he's
him up
going
from the
the 2.
5.
I think he's going from the 2. I think he's going to power this 2 ball in from the long rail and maybe try and come down into the 1 from there. Strange way to do it, but
well, from the 2, it's a long way to do it, but there's an opening there on the bottom of the table that the cue ball can just get sucked into, coming from that direction.
I think he's got no choice, because trying to get position on the 5, he does have an angle here. It's not ideal, but he can put a bit of power in this and watch the scratch, really. How's your luck? Oh, has he left a combo? I don't know if he has. Don't know if he has. Doesn't look like it. He has got a shot on the 3, but it's not pretty. I mean, that stripe is right in the way of where he needs to hit for the combo, I think, George. So he does have one kind of shot, which is absolutely horrible to play at this moment. Cut back in the top left. Somehow kind of draw the cue ball. Oh, he's going to go all around the world.
A lot of inside.
Oh,
he's
wow.
hit it. He's going to get on the 5.
Wow, what a shot.
And he's going to get perfect on the 5. What a shot.
Wow. Still needs another one. If he can catch the 1 ball and the stripe, but the 1 ball thin on the top, he'll have a 1 ball in the left corner here. He's got to catch the top side, and he has. Oh, he's lying on the stripe. Oh, no. He hit that absolutely perfect.
He's got a kick shot. It's not over. He's got a good kick shot. He pockets the ball. He'll have a shot on the 8. If he hits it with a little speed and catches the rail first, he'll have a shot on the 8. It'll come out past that 11 ball.
Yeah, the problem is, though, George, it's one of those ones where if he does go rail first, he's probably going to miss the 1. He's got to catch it pretty full.
Oh, he shot it awfully soft. He won't have a shot here.
I think he was kind of playing a little bit of safety in the back of his mind. It was such a hard kick. Oh, he wants to break his cue. He's absolutely fuming.
Well,
it was one of them ones. To kick in was really tough. If he did pot it, he might have had a kick shot on the 8, or he covered the pocket with the 1. Well, Mario's thinking, what is going on here? Absolute shell shock. One big shot here on this 12. Pressure on this one. Straightforward with pressure. Makes it.
You know, those shots are pressure, but on this new cloth, that pocket is awfully big, even when the pockets are 4 1/4.
Well, this is going to be interesting because I'm not saying that Marco hasn't been feeling any pressure, but he was quite far behind in this match. He's kind of been given a few gifts from Mario, nothing with any kind of crazy pressure. But the momentum will have to swing at some point, because let's not forget, he is playing to win his first EuroTour, and you would think at some point he might show signs of something. But if he can somehow get 9-9, his break is going to be, wow, so much pressure on that potential run-out opportunity.
And now it's Marco advantage, because he's breaking. He'll break. Well, it's this next game wins it. So this break is all important. We are tied at 9. But
also
these
remember,
guys have not.
Sorry, George.
ahead.
I was going to say, remember, Spitzki came through a hill decider in the semi-final against Fortunski as well.
Yes.
So, just adds a bit of spice. Oh, that was so unlucky. Played that so well.
Now see, here is where some players will take a timeout. But I think who does the timeout help? The guy that's breaking, or the guy that's trying to kill his momentum?
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is all just, it's going to be super intense. I think let's just get on with it. And this is a huge break. Do we expect an absolute bunch of flowers, or do we expect more drama? Makes a ball in the side though. Mario was hoping for problems. Makes 2 balls, 3 balls. Oh my gosh, what a break. 3 balls off the break. Mario will be grateful. There's a little bit of thinking to be done, and it's not an absolute roadmap, but goodness me, making a few balls does help. It's got to be stripes here, George, I think, but there's a little bit of work to do.
I'm in complete agreement. I like the stripes.
Just that 10 ball, and yeah, the stripe right next to the cue ball is a bit of an annoyance. But look, when you get to a final, all you want is a chance to win. It's all you can ask for. And Mario has had 3 or 4. And this is really the first chance that Marco has had, so wouldn't it be just typical for him to take advantage of that? Oh dear, didn't want to catch the 3. That changes things a little bit.
Didn't hurt him, didn't help him. The 7 ball appears to go between the 10 and the ball in front of the pocket. Oops, I'm sorry, he's playing the stripes. He wants to come up for this 10 ball right here. Because even if he misses position for the 10 because of the 7, he'll have a shot on the stripe along the rail. Now he's going to work his way into it. This isn't quite ideal.
No, he hasn't played a good shot there. I don't think he had a good angle on that one over the corner pocket. And now he's got to play this cut back above the 3, because this one past the 2 looks extremely tight. He doesn't want to play that shot, I'm certain. But this cut, given the moment in this match, is very missable. Both of them are. Bridging over the 8 ball is not nice. This cut back is not nice. Yeah, a lot of pressure here. This is where something could go wrong. He's tried to drop behind it. He's landed not too bad. He's going to roll this through probably just a couple of inches and try to land on that 10. Kill the cue ball on the rail. Play his last stripe up past the 2 for a stop shot on the 8 ball. This could be over, George. Absolutely incredible. Mario he will be absolutely shell-shocked here.
And not only that, Graham, this is how he was able to escape the semifinal against Miško Fortunski and steal that semifinal from Miško. So this will be 2 matches in a row he's able to win on Hill. But this one was a very nice clearance. Very well done. And here it is, this 8 ball to be his first time Euro Championship for Marko Spitzki from Germany. And there it is. Big time, big shot, big run. What a shot, what a match. What a way to end it. Two very worthy opponents. Graham Hickman, it was a pleasure doing this final match with you. What a great way to end this Euro Tour. For you spectators out there, please come back tomorrow. We have all the ladies. I believe we'll have a quarterfinal, semifinal, and final tomorrow, starting tomorrow afternoon here in Slovenia. And this has been George Teachea and Graham Hickman. What a match, folks. Come back tomorrow.
It's time to present the trophy. So will you welcome into the arena our presentation party? On behalf of our title sponsors, Kamui, the president of the International Billiards Promotion Foundation, Mr. David Morris. Firstly, commiserations to our runner-up, Mario He. It was a close match and somebody had to lose, and it was Mario. But our champion, claiming his first Predator Euro Tour title in dramatic style, Kamui Slovenian Open champion, Marko Spitzki. And that concludes the presentation ceremony.